Honey, them ain't gonna be
Sounds like
working
a
overtime with them lifts. Them 4 to 5 inch lifts. Ooh, tall people do better than the poles, so I'm gonna wear heels. Okay, queen. Ron DeSantis. What kind of what kind of drag queen name would that be? Ron DeSantis.
Hey, community. Here's what's brewing today.
Boo! Anti-LGBT Bills.
Atlantis cruise season.
And ask your aunties. So you wanna cheat? So get your cups ready, you and Ciara, for Minority Report.
Hey, welcome to Minority Report. It's Auntie Corral.
And it's Auntie Dewan.
And it's Auntie Ciara.
Hey.
I like your merch, girl. I love that color
same
scheme.
here.
I haven't seen that one.
You know, I took a bath today and I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and make sure we just put that out there. You know, just.
Yes.
For those of y'all who don't make it to the
color.
end of the podcast, we say it every episode.
Yeah.
Watch
You
your
know what I
hands,
like
your
about
legs,
that hoodie?
and your ass.
I like the fact that the size of the print actually fits like in the
That's
shot.
right.
Because I know
Yeah.
sometimes like some of our tees like the wording is so wide. Like I'll be trying to take a picture, and when you take a selfie, your hand be covering up half of the words and whatnot. And it just be hard to get it all in there. So that looks really good.
That's just because it's
That one never fails.
Well, here's the thing. Because it's an extra large, there's so much fabric that it can only go so much. So, you know, when you wear a medium, there's less fabric. So that's why it looks so big. for us girls that be eating.
I do not wear a medium.
What you wear, a small?
Right. It's medium.
Because you ain't in no large, baby.
Wasting away over there. Wasting away. Thank you, Ozempic. Not on it, by the way. Not on
That
it.
part.
Not on it.
She said, I woke up like
Honey,
this.
she
Ain't
still
judging
got an
nobody on
appetite.
Honey, I don't trust nobody on it. Do what you gotta do. I might hop on that bad bitch for a second myself.
Hey.
Shit. But yeah, check out some merch.
Yeah.
MinorityReport.com. You got that out there to wash your hands. Shout out to Rashad out there vacating.
I know.
Left and right
With the towels.
with the Minority Report.
And the body.
And
baby.
honey, trade of the community, because every time we put anything with Rashad out there, they be in the DM.
Yeah.
Honey, I had so many people in my DMs talking about, ooh, your friend, ooh, your fan,
Right.
ooh, your listener is hot. And I'm like, and every single last one of them, I said, what am I supposed to do with this information?
Right. So what I'm supposed to do? I'll be like, yes, he is. I'll be like, that's my friend. Yup.
Like, okay. Like,
I know.
are you asking
Next time
me
we just
because-
gonna have that. We could be like, okay, this is for sure his Instagram. Like, even though we like reshared it, all you gotta do is click on it.
Right.
Hit his DMs.
You know what? We should get him on the podcast. We should get him on the podcast.
Oh, yeah, he'd be down.
We should.
That'd be
1,000.
good. That'd be good. But like, well, here you go. Y'all said you wanted him. Here.
Has Rashad is not, has he hasn't been on a podcast before.
Not, at least not ours. I don't know. Maybe
He
he's been on
did
somebody's.
an intro for us. That's what he did.
Yeah.
He did do an
way
intro
back in the
early
day.
on,
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Dang, y'all remember back in the day when we used to do that? People used
Honey.
to look.
Honey.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
I'm glad we don't do that anymore.
Me too. It was just too much to coordinate.
It was-
Damn,
it was-
y'all
it
ain't
was a
sending
cute-
them shits in.
It was a cute idea, but honey.
Yeah.
And for those that did, and especially for those that sent us the multiple versions of their intro,
Yeah.
I live for it because honey, that was delicious.
Those were the
Look.
days.
Look.
And for the people who don't know what we're talking about, back in the day when we first started, part of the thing was to really get
I
our
like the
community.
first year.
Yeah. It was to get the community involved in the podcast. And one of the ways that we thought we could do that is have a community member open up the show. And so we would, open up the opportunity for community members to submit their intro, and they basically had to say, like, hey, community, this
Hey,
is
aunties,
so-and-so.
whisper it.
What's brewing today, and we had some really good ones, but after a while it became a struggle.
Yeah,
to get that.
You can call yourself an OG fan if you were around for that, and
That's
if you
what you're
submitted
saying.
Yes.
and if you submitted,
And if you submitted,
if you
right.
submitted and you're around for it, you can call yourself an OG.
Yeah,
see.
man.
Who do we have? Rashad,
Brandon actually sang once on it.
Ugo, and Milos.
Yep,
who-
Ugo,
my
Milos.
best friends.
Yeah.
Like
Milos.
they
Yeah.
did theirs.
We had quite a few.
Yeah, we did have quite
Yeah,
a few.
they did theirs.
Yeah, Ellen did one as well too.
Wait, did Dom do one? I don't think Dom did
I don't
one.
think Dom did one. Let's see.
I'll be forgetting.
Adam
I know people are
from-
screaming
from
at the
Czech-
radio
from
now
Czech-
like,
from-
hey,
from-
I
Yeah.
did one.
Yep,
Adam
Adam.
from the Czech Republic did
Yeah.
one because he did
Yeah.
his in Czech.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who do we have? Somebody who did theirs in. There was somebody who did theirs in Spanish. We had a couple. Michael did one.
Oh yeah,
in Spanish.
yeah,
Michael
that's
Vasquez.
right. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You know, for someone who don't remember names, look at her. She's doing well. She's doing
I know she
good.
pulled them off because
You
I am
doing
like,
good.
I am blanking
Girl.
so hard right now.
Rex did one. I remember Rex did one.
Rex did do
Yeah.
one. Yeah, that was an early on one.
Yeah.
Like I see faces right now, but I can't think of. Zach did one.
Yep, Zach did one.
Zach did
Yep,
Yeah.
Zach.
They got a baby
There's a
now.
lot of
Zach
people.
has a
Go back
baby
and-
now.
go back.
Can you believe
Oh, this
that?
is okay.
Yeah.
Who knew we were gonna be doing a little flashback episode?
I
Right.
know.
That was so fun.
So yeah,
Back-
check those early episodes
Back
out.
in our baby days.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We're coming up on 5 years here soon, which is crazy.
5 years.
We gotta figure something out. We gotta figure something out for that. So if there's something that y'all want us to do, let us know. Obviously, we haven't done like a live episode in a while,
And not you
or
as an
a
answer
Zoom
either.
party in a while.
Not you as an
or-
answer. Don't say that.
Well, don't be blocking them blessings.
Right.
Let me tell you, that permission slip ain't getting
Look,
signed. Okay?
she may be married. She may be married, but
Right.
but I'm gonna say it for her, so she don't get in trouble. And I do
mean,
the
it
same for
depends.
you too, boo.
That's what I'm saying. Depending on who they are, Corey be like, okay, bring them on in.
This man over here already think I got a sugar daddy. Yeah, I have been saving up for months to buy tickets for your 40th for PV, and then also buy tickets.
Oh, see, you done told everybody. Now we ain't told nobody where we was gonna be at yet.
Oh, well, there it is.
Show up if you want to.
I didn't say the dates though. I didn't say the dates.
You're right.
Uh,
That's okay.
You know, we got some sleuths though. They will find something.
You're right.
Let me scroll through all these Minority Report
Right.
descriptions. Last year,
Look.
birthday.
And then
That's
and then
true.
we're also going to Vegas the weekend before. So like
Oh, damn.
last weekend, I was like, all right, I'm buying plane tickets for that. All right, bought the hotel tickets for this, bought the plane tickets for. And he said, where you get all this money from? Where you got sugar daddy? I was like, why you in my money? Why you in my account?
Why in my pocket?
I was like, this is my money. He was like, but normally it's me. And I was like, well, I've been saving up. I've been telling you, we've been making this plan since October. So, baby, I've been saving up. And then right after, I was like, we're going to Berlin Pride and Amsterdam Pride. So we need to start saving up money again. He was like, I don't want to talk about it. I was like, I told you, I need to start saving up money beforehand. So you could wait late. Me?
Yeah, that's about to be the year of travel.
Honey,
Girl.
Well, I leave in 2 days from Mexico City. So by the time this episode airs, I will be flying. Well, I will be flying back on Monday. So by the time the episode airs, I'll be flying back from Mexico City, and then the following week, I'm going to Bogota for 13 days.
Girl.
For 13 days, and then I've got a couple of trips in February for work. Depending on how things work out, Jarrell,
Yes. Come on out.
we got to figure out this event stuff.
Yes.
We're doing a little, collaboration between our corporate lives and all that stuff. So, so I might be coming out to Seattle to support that event.
Yes. That would be so good.
Well then, community members, if you see all three of us somewhere out and about in this country and world, holla at us.
Okay.
Yes,
If it's debauchery, leave us alone.
Okay. If you saw me,
if it's debauchery,
no, you
keep
didn't.
the phones down.
Right.
That part. Keep the phone down. And if you saw me, no, you didn't. Message me tomorrow.
No, you didn't.
Message me tomorrow. But like, did I see you? Did you?
No.
Did you?
Was that Jada? You're gonna be like, what's that Jada?
Not Jada. She out here
See, you
looking
can't
at
have the
everybody.
blonde. You can't have the blonde hair
Girl,
when you're traveling like that,
Look,
Drill.
and what's gonna happen is I'm gonna shave it all off the next day. Be like, no, it wasn't me.
Right.
Not me.
It wasn't me. You ain't seen me.
But,
Oh man, well, I'm glad y'all are doing well. I needed this episode today,
yeah.
because I was a little tired today and sleepy and just working stressed out and ugh.
And how about
the gloomy?
How about the fact that
so
everybody's sick? Everybody is sick, like sick. Not just like achoo. No, it's like I can't get out of bed. I'm basically like comatose. Everything about me is aching and leaking and all that stuff.
COVID, RSV, and flu said when our powers combine,
Wonder Twin powers activate.
I can't even.
Yeah.
No, let me tell you.
No,
I had a little bit of like my stomach is a little bit. Oh, you know how you feel like you're like I think I am. I said no, ma'am. I said the devil's a lie. I rebuke it. I rebuke it. I got things to do, money to be made.
Period.
I know.
Come
in April. I need to come in April. Not anytime soon. Not Black History Month, and not in March.
Nope.
Come in April.
Nope.
I ain't got shit going on.
There we go. And by the way, this episode will be at the very, very beginning of Black History Month, so we'll say it now. We'll claim the extra days.
Yeah.
Happy Black History Month,
Yes,
boos.
absolutely.
Hey, we're Black excellence is just extra Black excellencity. If that's a word, excellencity.
It is during Black History Month.
It is this year.
Because in the name of Sheree, who gonna check me, boo?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Honey, come on, Keith. But yeah, so be black, be excellent, be beautiful, get out there, service your community.
Be an ally. Some of y'all ain't black. Be an ally.
Ooh. Please, for once in your life. And actually, our community members
our community are they real. They real.
But get your uncle and them that ain't.
Yeah,
that part.
Yeah, I have to say, I love our community. I love y'all so much. It's just like the realness of our community.
Yeah.
Like every single conversation, every new person that reaches out to us individually to like strike up a conversation or whatever, it's just like it feels like family. And y'all ride for us, and we so appreciate that. Yeah. And this is just the time to just really just let y'all know how much we love y'all.
And it's crazy the amount of people that I know but I don't know.
That part,
the amount of people I be texting from the community, messaging with, like on Instagram, and like, but we had never met before. Like, I really don't know you, but we talking. Girl, did you see this?
Yeah, right. You see this meme? Oh yeah, it's like it's crazy. But and I hope the community members too feel that with each other. That's the real hope too. It's just like yes, kick it with us, but hopefully you're kicking it with other people. Like, oh, I heard your name on the podcast or something like this, or I see y'all comment and I'm slide in your DMs because I think you're cute or something. Like whatever. It's like that's the whole point of it. It's more than just us three. Kick it with each other as well.
I would put this out there in the universe. I would love to see, and maybe we can coordinate this. Partner with a gay travel company or whatever and plan a trip for next year and have like a community discount code or something like that. I know, so that we can get a lot of us together for like for some fun somewhere somehow. That would be
where
amazing.
Would you want to go, community? Let us know. Let us know. Honestly, where would you want to go if we did a group travel trip? Where would you want to go?
And the incorrect answers are anywhere where there's snow, anywhere in the mountains, and anywhere in the desert. That's the incorrect answers.
Yeah.
Unless it's Palm Springs.
Unless it's Palm Springs.
Honestly, Palm Springs would be it for me if I think about it. Like,
super cute.
If I think about like accessibility, because I automatically go to where internationally. But like not everybody has like their passport and can travel and all that stuff like that. So, but like Palm Springs would be cute.
That would.
Can you imagine the melanin overload that environment would have? Like that would be gorgeous.
I mean, it don't take much in Palm Springs,
honey.
It don't take. It's melanin overload when we go there,
girl. Three of us walk in. Damn. What is
black as fuck in this place?
Who let them niggas out?
A whole three of them, bro. That's a movement. I didn't know the NAACP was in town. Oh, okay.
Right. I didn't know it was Black Oasis weekend.
Is it February? Oh.
That's right. I know that.
That would be kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm down.
It might be the brown liquor talking, but I've seen our community, so that would be really cute.
I know. Dewan on that liquor, he said it's been a long day, so we don't know what Auntie Shar gonna say by the end of this episode. So please forgive her now.
Y'all all might get the smoke.
I've seen the topic list. I know there's about to be some smoke that's going to be given. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. Well, you know what time of year it is right now. By the time this episode comes back, all the gays of America and international will be back on land somewhere because it's Atlantis cruise season right now, baby. I've seen all the pictures starting to pop up on Instagram and Twitter.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I ain't seen nothing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I mean, because I have friends that go like every year, so I'm like, up there it go.
Okay. Yeah, I think I only have like 2 people that I know that probably kind of do that as well. Every time I see a girl, I get claustrophobic. I just sit there and I'm like, girl,
it is a lot of gays.
It's not about being about the gays. It's just there's no space. Girl, you just be sitting there. This is all the room you get. It's just, girl, you get nothing. No.
You can't even do a little clack. Like,
but I will say I did see one video of them playing Kia, My Neck, My Back, and I was like, if I heard more music like that, you might catch me up on that. You might catch me up. And then the very next one was back to
yeah, man. Every fucking time. I was thinking, I was in a house mode today, like just house music mode, and I was just like, I just need a good house music night and dance the night away. Like, I need it. Like, I haven't had one of those nights in a minute. Because, like, usually if it's like the gay scene, it's gonna either be super pop music, which I'm okay with, or be the super circuity music. But like, I want that house moment just for like hours on end, sweating, jamming.
we gotta go to Chicago when the weather gets better, when it's not like minus whatever, when it's like north of 60. 60. She
was about to say 50. No, ma'am.
Course correct, honey. Because there's a gay party. I forget the name of it. It's like Mother or something. Rashad will let us know when we have her on.
Are you talking about on Sundays, Queen?
No, her girl, because Queen is something else.
I was about to say, that's what I was about to say. I was like, that ain't it.
I believe from what Rashad was telling me, it's on Friday nights, and it is house down.
That's
vocals, choruses.
Yeah.
Would there be words?
House music.
There's words?
Yes. Yes.
Sign me up.
But I mean, look, Chicago house, it's time for the percolator. 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 It's time for the
percolator. See, I'm from Michigan, so like all I knew at the time was like kind of like Detroit house and Detroit like juke music.
Oh man!
So I need like ball, 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 ball. Bom, 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 boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, man, that's what I just need all of that. That's what I need right now.
There's something about the build-up for me with house music. There is some. It'd be 10 minutes of just like build-up, and
it'll be
bitch,
everything.
When that shit drops,
I know.
Take all your clothes off. It's time.
I just need, I wake up early in the morning to do the hair now, cause you care, y'all. That's what I just need hours of that. And it's been a minute. Like, when I went to San Diego Pride on Sundays at one of the bars there, their DJs play house. And one of the DJs is part of a crew that I actually saw in Palm Springs, where I was like, this dude is killing it.
Oh,
and
yeah,
shout out to my friend Brian
that.
Blues out there. And he's like, yeah, man, they do this like almost like every weekend. It's the same crew, and they play a lot of house music. And that shit had me so hyped. Like, it was the best like dance party I had been to in a while. Because it was just like, it's just different. So,
honestly,
I don't know. That's what's the mode I was in, listening to house music on the train ride back in today.
Honestly, I've been to more dance parties, circuity parties recently. Oh, she got something to say.
She got something to say.
I was just thinking about the fact that this started with the Atlantis cruise, and I was like, dang. wait. Stick with me. I was like, wouldn't it be awesome to get a bunch of black folks on a cruise? And I was like, niggas and boats. Nope, niggas and boats. No, I was like.
Too soon. Still too soon.
No, I was like, ain't gonna happen.
That's the name of the party. It's called Niggas and Boats.
That's what I started right now.
Niggas and houseboats music.
I would book a ticket to that. Honestly, if that ever happened, I would actually book a ticket to that, to be honest with you.
That'd be kind of fire.
That would like we reclaimed the N-word. We didn't reclaim niggas and boats.
Well, considering the way that our people showed up at that ferry that was, not at the ferry, but when the ferry was down there, the white people was causing some issues for old brother, man.
Look.
We reclaiming everything. All these oceans, we reclaim that too.
We swim now.
Right.
Try it now, ho.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, no, I that's literally, I was just like, I just need that in my spirit right now. I was like, all the other stuff has a time and place. Cool. I'll still attend here and there, But I was like, that's what I want. I want to leave that party looking like Whitney Houston.
Girl, look.
Just sweating.
Where's my church towel?
Leave that party like New Year's Eve.
Oh, honey.
Was that New Year's Eve?
No, it was Pride. Yes. I want to leave just like that.
Speaking of Rashad.
It all comes back together.
The
picture that will no longer, that will never be seen.
No, that picture has been deleted. The
two pictures, still on my phone.
Was two. Oh,
it was
on mine. It's
still on my phone. I see it pop up every once in a while. I'm like, no, ma'am.
We decided kind of like, not quite at the last minute, but like maybe a week or two before, we decided to go to like this little dance thing or whatever for Pride. So long story short, fast forward, middle of the night, we're just like dancing, having a good time, whatever. And
it's packed.
It's packed by this point. And it's probably 3:00 in the morning. I don't know. And I decide just randomly, I was like, I got to go to the bathroom. So I'm going to go pee. And then on the way to the was it on the way or coming back? It was coming back from the bathroom.
You have made it to the bathroom. And I was like, well, damn, maybe I need to pee too. So I try to get my way through there. And I like run into Rashad. I'm like, Rashad?
Randomly.
What's going on? And then I'm like, Dewan in the bathroom. So we go cutting the line of the bathroom. We're like, Dewan! Dewan! And we're just like, oh, we need to take a picture. Meanwhile, we're like drenched.
Honey.
Like drenched. Looking a mess. 3 a.m, drunk, everything. Like,
looking
and we look at that picture the next day. Baby, it was a mess. And maybe we cut this part out of the podcast. The community's like, bitch, y'all just out here just kikiing right now. Y'all ain't talking about nothing. But to us, it was funny. All right. Anyway, so Atlantis cruise season. Yeah, Atlantis cruise season is out there. We'll see more of the pictures, and the Twitter be hot. And
yes.
It is what it is. I love this part of the year. My Lions won.
Yes, they did.
See, we put that energy out there in the universe. We really did.
I put that nervous one. I was like,
because
no.
That was a lot to put on from last week's episode when we recorded, right? It was a lot to put, a lot of pressure to put on because they could not have.
And we're about to do it again because now they're playing San Fran. And San Fran's another beast. So if they win the next one against San Fran, they'll be in the Super Bowl, which is insanity to say.
Right.
Insanity to say.
The whole country is basically rooting for Detroit. I love to see this. Everyone is rooting for the Lions right now. No one's rooting for San Francisco but California. No one's rooting for Baltimore but literally Baltimore and like Baltimore. And then who else? And no one's rooting for Kansas City but Kansas. So and everyone that's a Taylor Swift.
Because nobody wants a Taylor Swift Super Bowl.
No one wants that. No one wants that.
They're like, fuck that.
I was walking down the street in Harlem earlier today, and I happened to see 3 Lions jackets in Harlem.
Yeah.
Not just like not in downtown where like, you know, or like Times Square where like a lot of the tourists are, but like in the hood. So it's just like,
I had to bust out my sweatshirt, and I had a sweatshirt and a windbreaker that's been in the closet, carrying that shit for decades. It feels like now. Yeah. I was like, oh, I could bust this shit out finally and be proud. Be proud because like for a while my mom was getting me those like sweatshirts and stuff for Christmas. And after a while I was like, Mom, you ain't gotta get me no more Lions stuff because they ain't winning. Like I got all this stuff you don't gave me all the years and never really had a chance to wear it with pride until this year. So that's dope. So let's go Lions, beat San Fran, let's get in the Super Bowl and let's win the Super Bowl. And I can't imagine I might fly up to Detroit if they win the Super Bowl for that parade.
So this is more than 56 years that they've been
since
in
1957.
Damn.
This is 1957. So that's the year my parents were born. 1957.
And I just found out my great uncle was drafted out of college by the Lions, and he played for the Lions from like 77 to like 83 or something like that. Yeah, so like even my whole family, like they took the posting like him in his uniform and the clippings and stuff like that. Like my family's back.
It's just a feel good story.
It really is.
It's a feel good story.
Is.
I feel like, I mean, I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio, and I feel so jilted of the like professional football experience.
That's another city that be struggling.
because our Cleveland Browns, the real Cleveland Browns, ended up getting sold and left to Baltimore. So for, I don't know, like 10, 15 years.
And then they won it like a year or two after that.
Exactly. And so now we've got like another like Browns, but like for those of us that grew up with the original Browns, it's
but to be fair, the Browns they did good this year. They did good this year.
That's fine.
They were doing good. Like it was weird to see the Browns and the Lions
in the playoffs,
like doing well in the playoffs. So. But fingers crossed on that one. Ooh. Yeah. Another thing, the Oscar noms are out.
Congratulations, Coleman!
That's dope.
Yes, girl!
Come on, Coleman. Domingo. Yes. And then Daniel Brooks. What's Lily's name? Lily, her last name.
Oh.
That's in that killer. She's the first like Native American ever to like be nominated for an Oscar. So shout out to her.
Yep.
I want to get her last
name. I want to get it correctly too.
Lily Gladstone.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
Lily Gladstone for Killers of the Flower Moon. So shout out to her. There was a couple snubs. Fantasia didn't get nominated, and there was like no other like Color Purple stuff out there, which was kind of interesting. So that movie kind of lost some of its steam there over time, which kind of sucks because I feel like maybe some of that Taraji Oprah stuff kind of played into it, which sucks that it was our people that was kind of hyping that shit up. It's just like
second time around because it ain't the first.
Right, that's true. They did that shit in the 80s too.
Yeah, and it was also crazy too. Like even with the Barbie movie though too, like the fact that Ryan Gosling was nominated but Margot wasn't, and then Greta wasn't nominated for Best Director. She was nominated for something else for an Oscar, but not for Best Director. And it was like one of those things with like, damn, clearly y'all didn't watch the movie.
Like, you almost not watched the movie.
You didn't watch the movie.
But shout out to America. America got nominated for Best Supporting Actress. So that's dope.
It was that one monologue, I'm telling you, because shit had me going too, bitch. Like,
yeah. I still haven't seen the movie. I need to sit down and watch that movie.
Did y'all see? Did y'all see Poor Things?
No, because Devine, right? That's her name. She was nominated for that. Yep.
Yeah.
Is it good, Dewan?
It is probably the best movie that I've seen in a very long time.
Okay. Yeah. So Devon Joy Randolph.
It was the best movie that I've seen in a very, very long time. It is.
Wow. Okay.
This was one of those movies where, like, and I don't want to, kind of like talk about the plot or whatever, because if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend you go see it. And if you can see it in a theater, even better. this movie was made for the movie experience. When I was watching this movie, it reminded me of what it was like to go to the movies and the awe, the wonderment, the emotion, the cinematography, like the storytelling, the wondering where the story is going next. Like all of that stuff was happening. It's a very artistic film. It's very non-Hollywood storytelling. Yeah. It is just. This is the kind of movie that, like, remember when back in the day, I don't know if you remember, but remember watching movies about back in the day where people would talk about going out to a dinner and a movie, and they would go to the movie first, and then they go to dinner to talk about how the movie and unpack it or whatever.
Yeah.
This was that kind of movie. This is the kind of movie that, like, literally after you watch it, you want to talk to somebody about it for the next couple of hours, just unpacking all the stuff that you've experienced through them. It was phenomenal.
You're now the fourth person to say that to me within the last week.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Don't read anything about the movie and just see it.
Just go.
Just go. Part of the delight of watching this movie was not knowing anything about what it was about, and just being immersed in this world where all this stuff is happening.
And good ass acting.
It was phenomenal acting. Like,
because they said that Paul Giamatti guy is great in it too. And he's nominated.
Phenomenal. And then what's her name? Emma Stone was incredible. And the direction.
Hold on. I'm talking about the wrong.
Yeah, we were talking about the
Poor
wrong.
Things. I'm still back on Divine. My bad.
Same.
Poor Things is the one where Emma Stone's looking crazy. Okay.
Exactly.
And Mark Ruffalo or whatever.
Mark Ruffalo.
Or whatever.
And his performance, every time he is on the screen,
he was like, "Go Hulk! Go Hulk!"
This is probably the most realized character that Mark Ruffalo has played in probably the last 20 years.
But he didn't get nominated?
Didn't he?
Did he get nominated?
I don't remember. I know Emma Stone did.
Yes. Mark Ruffalo for Best Supporting role.
Best Supporting role. Okay.
Yeah.
And shout out to Sterling K. Brown too. Him and Jeffrey Wright from American Fiction.
Yes.
So two black guys getting nominated for that. So that's dope too. I want to see American Fiction because
that's not like my kind of humor. The cast is good.
Right.
Like,
what's that movie? That new movie that's about it's about the Messiah, but it's about a fake Messiah. But it's
the Book of Chance. The Book of Clarence.
The Book of Chance.
Clarence.
Clarence.
Mm-hmm.
Has anybody seen that movie yet?
I have not seen it yet.
No.
My nephew went to go see it.
And we better hurry up and see it because it sounded like it like flopped I guess in the first couple weeks.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Well, I want to see it in the theater though.
So one of the things that I typically do is any black movie I buy tickets for, even if I don't go see it.
That's so at least actually what we did.
To the, so, and I did that for this one. I bought tickets because I was like, I ain't going to go see this movie. And then my nephew went to go see it, and he goes, actually, like, it's subversive, which a lot of people don't get subversive, kind of storytelling. It's subversive, and he really liked it. So he's like, you should see it. He didn't say you have to see it, though. So...
Yeah, you know what? If you see it, because I was gonna say you already said you ain't watching another slave movie, you ain't watching, old school. You said you were done. So hearing you say that you want to see it, I will.
This ain't really slavery. This is back in the Bible days.
No, it is.
No, the Book of Clarence.
No, baby, he is freeing the slaves. That's the purpose of the movie, to free the slaves, baby.
He ain't American slaves. Okay, that's a whole difference. Freeing slaves out there in the Middle East in the Bible days is a whole lot different than freeing the slaves.
That's a true statement. That is a true statement. Yeah.
This ain't no Sigourney truth. This is.
He said this might have a little Django undertone where we get some retribution.
Excuse me.
But yeah, so the Oscars are on March 10th. Actually, that's, I might miss it. We'll see. I might have to put that on DVR and catch it on the way back.
Have they announced who the
host? It wasn't me. You did it.
Have they announced who the host is for that?
Jimmy Kimmel again. So this will be which I kind of like Jimmy Kimmel doing the Oscars. I feel like he's a happy medium of like, being able to kind of do a little silly stuff and pick at the situation a little bit, but it's not too harsh where people are like, "Oh, you fucking suck at life."
Yeah.
As long as he don't
lay on the floor when another black person wins,
or
I'll be all right.
I would like to see her post it.
Oh, Taraji would be fun.
No, you know who would?
You got to get the right.
But you know who would be good?
Regina Hall.
Yes, exactly, baby. Regina Hall would be amazing.
Yes,
baby, she would eat. Absolutely. Baby, she would eat. 1,000%.
All she has to do is reenact the opening scene to Scary Movie 2 through the entire thing as Brenda watching the movies. Don't go in there. I see your real hair right there. That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
So and then the urban honors, the urban one honors were at least they taped it this past weekend as well. So I think that comes out in February. So we'll kind of see that. And they honored Mary J was one of the honorees. Chloe Bailey was kind of like the up and coming newcomer. Yeah.
And Michelle
by the way,
baby,
and Chloe, they looked so good.
Yeah. Let me tell you, I messaged Michelle and I said, "Bitch, you better serve. You better serve." Just
this is like the fifth weekend in a row. I feel like she just been serving looks.
I literally told her, I was like, you know what, I'm waiting for the coffee table book of your looks to come out because you have just been eating it down. And then Fizz this morning was like, guess what? The designer of that dress literally came from the same small town that Fizz did in Kosovo.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Literally.
Yeah. Shout out to Jay Bolin. Jay Bolin been styling the shit out of everybody. Yeah. But working with Michelle as well, match made in heaven. Them two just get each other, and it's fire. She looks so amazing.
So good.
I mean, she always looks amazing, but she's like, I'm going to put on this fancy dress right quick and show y'all asses.
Face, body, it was everything. It was everything.
Period.
And we've been talking about carpet looks for like the last 2 episodes.
Honey.
That is how you do it.
She...
Yes, ma'am.
She literally looks like the personification of cocoa butter to me. Just
I love it.
Beautiful, glistening, shining, glowy, golden. Yes. All of that.
She said, "This is how you moisturize, baby."
Okay.
I know that is right. Well, community, today's kind of one of those episodes we're just kind of kicking it, But we're going to take a quick little tea break, and then it'll be the first Ask Your Aunties of 2024. So we'll be right back. We interrupt this episode for very important information.
That's right. You've been asking for it for a long time, and we have heard you.
Yep, it's been a long time coming, but it's finally here.
Yo,
aunties
got
merch! Hey! That's right. You know what? We got tees, we got long tees, we got sweatshirts, we got fanny packs, there's just a whole gamut of stuff out there, so go and check that out.
We are so appreciative of your love and support, and we are so excited to launch it. Girl, where can we find it at?
Ma'am, they can head right over to minoritareport.com to check out the selection.
That's right. That's MINORITEA report.com.
Woo! I'm about to go get me some myself. All righty, ladies. The first one. Here we go.
I've been waiting.
What time is it?
Ask your
auntie.
Yo, we ain't did that in like 8 weeks. It's been like 8 weeks.
I know we ain't done that in a minute.
It's been like 8 weeks, y'all. Y'all have no idea.
I really hope that everybody that is driving along right now sang along with us because that felt so goddamn good.
We ain't done that since before Thanksgiving, y'all.
Honey,
since before Thanksgiving.
Couple of months.
Yeah.
Months.
And the reason is, community, we need your Ask Your Auntie questions.
Yeah.
We need more. We need y'all to file those in because, right now we're like, okay, we got to kind of savor the few that we be getting in. Yeah. So it can't be every week like you used to because y'all ain't sending us all your debauchery issues.
And I know y'all out there doing some dirty, dirty stuff. So, because you be telling us in the DMs.
Yeah, period. And been putting us on your close friends list. We be seeing what you putting in them close friend lists.
All the OnlyFans that didn't open up and whatnot. Like, come on now.
So we need some new Ask Your Aunties questions. You can send it to aya@minorityareport.com or DM us. We also have a phone number, which I can't think off the top of my head right now, but we'll find that out by the end of the question. But this week, right? Because we're on the DNR app now. So you know what? With the DNR app, we now have a little hotline that you could just send it our way. So that's another option. But it says, "Dear aunties, my friend Jazz and I were comparing divorces, and we're talking about all the fucked up things our exes did to us and what we did back to them. Both of us think the other did the worst thing ever. Would you help us and decide on which scenario is more fucked up than the other? Scenario 1. I found that my then husband was cheating on me when I discovered multiple dick pics sent to another person. Since he enjoyed sending out his dick pics so much, I logged in to his Facebook, changed his profile pic to his dick, then changed his password. It took him a few days to finally get logged back in, but not after multiple people reaching out to him asking him why he changed his profile to his dick." So that's scenario 1. Scenario 2. I found out my then husband was cheating on me not too long after the death of a close family member. I confronted the person he cheated on me with. The person he cheated on me with was very apologetic, as the person did not know, which is true. In turn, I hooked up with my then husband's ex in the laundry of the house, recorded the entire thing, and then I had it planned when my then husband came home from work. I hid the remote and left the house with my clothes packed and moved out that night. So which one's the more fucked up scenario?
All I know is I want to be friends with both of them. I want to be friends with both of them. This is how you do it. I stand for all of this and then some. baby.
So, Devon, you said A off the jump, and you said it with a straight face, too. Yeah. That's the more fucked up one.
It's one thing. It's the exposure part of it. It's one thing, and I don't care, what his stuff looks like. Like, you got, specifically on Facebook, you have
the social
friends,
network of choice.
Family, nieces, nephews, grandmas, aunties, cousins, coworkers, all that shit out there, and you got your junk out there. Like, that, to me, one of it is public humiliation and exposure. The other one is private. And I feel like the first one is prosecutable. Because that's revenge. That's revenge porn.
It kind of is revenge porn. You right on that.
That is prosecutable. I'm not going to lie, though. The second one is more creative and probably more damaging, because there's the double effect of you didn't already pack your shit and gone and say, I don't give a fuck about you, and I'm gone out of this thing, and I fucked your ex, and you gonna watch it. Like, that that feels Capricornish to me.
I
don't know the astrology signs on the folks that sent this.
But you're right, that is Capricornish, because that's a thought out plan. Okay, like. And did it say did they know the ex
and did they know the ex like that? Shit?
So that means they had to go and befriend the ex to get to a point of even wanting to sleep with them. So that person had been doing it for a while, because you just don't do, and then we just, especially if the ex probably already know that y'all dating. So you'd had to act like this person ain't shit. Talked about this person with the ex, make it even worse. Been like, what, we should both get back at this person. So.
And honestly, I don't know what the gender and sexual orientation identity of these individuals are. I'm assuming that they're probably straight, but maybe they're not. But if they're not, the probability that the person's ex would be down to fucking you, that's a risk.
That sounds some gay. That sounds like gay. That's what made me think they were gay.
Like gay
Yeah. Honestly, because. If it's the man that was cheating and the woman went and slept with another, the dude's like, look, I got a video of both of them fucking. So that I feel.
I agree with you. The one that the first one's probably the most fucked up scenario, because then you got locked out your account, and you know how hard it is to get Facebook embedded to do anything when you locked out an account. I'm surprised they got back
shit
in.
out there for days.
Just
for days.
willy-nilly.
Just how did at that point leave
get
the
reported and everything.
At that point, just leave the country, because even if you just be like, yeah, that's not really me, and somebody see that scar that you got, you know, or
I recognize that Mickey Mouse tattoo.
Like, you can't even deny it, and you gotta go to the family reunions, and you gotta go to the work functions and all this shit, and knowing all them people.
Let me find out. Let me find out. And I see it. I ain't looking at you the same, because if it's big, baby, I'm gonna be looking at you like, hey, I'm laying over something.
But then you gotta also explain why it was out there. Like, that's the part. Like, it almost forces you to explain why your dick pic was on your Facebook account.
But but here's the thing. I feel in that case you could tell half the story, though, right?
Damn.
I think in that case,
we all know what it is.
No.
If we see a dick pic, we're like, oh, that's some revenge shit.
Right,
Somebody
exactly.
you done cheated on them.
But let me tell you, shitty ass people will know how to flip that shit and be like, no, that person crazy, and will more be like, you know, they did this to me type thing, versus telling the whole side of it. So if you're gonna do some shit like that, you have to give absolute zero fucks about any of the people that they know, because they're gonna think what they want to. You can't control the whole narrative in that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If that happened to me at that point, I started OnlyFans.
Same bitch.
I was thinking the same thing. I was debating if I was going to say it or not.
Because I'm just like, at the end of the day, the sealed and broken.
Girl, that's out there.
So you might as well, at this point, my job is insecure. Everybody didn't see my shit already out there. I might as well get paid for this shit. Baby. So this just goes back to show, hey.
Yeah. Because once it's on the internet, it's on the internet. Somebody then saved something and then sent something, and now it's above me at that point.
Because I ain't gonna lie, the only reason that I don't have an OnlyFans right now is because I don't be sharing that shit with just anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Corey and I just had this conversation. What was it? I forget how it came up, like 2-3 weeks ago.
No, we caught it.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was like, the only reason why I wouldn't have OnlyFans, I was just like, I just got way too much more to lose at this point. I was like, but 20s of OnlyFans? And Corey's like, no, you wouldn't, because you would have been thinking about your mom and your dad. I was like, I probably would have been thinking about them.
I wouldn't.
But at that point in time, in college, particularly,
if I was pulling 6 to 7 figures at 20 because of the OnlyFans content that I was creating, I wouldn't be thinking about not a nan individual in my life.
All I have to say is, if I didn't have any tattoos, I would have been and done it by now. I would have. Well, at least
Jarrell's about to go get that cover up makeup. Go cover up all
honestly,
she said,
Second Corinthians or whatever it got.
She said, and thanks to maquillage makeup cover up all.
Right. This episode of Minority Report has been sponsored by CoverGirl.
No, here's the thing, y'all. Here's the thing. The truth is, there are so many people out there who don't share their face. They're like, when you think about it, you don't have to share your face, right?
You don't.
So there's a way to be in it and still make some form of money. And there are plenty of people out there who are doing well without showing their fucking face.
It's true.
Yeah.
Me having a tattoo.
Because I told Corey, I was like, I've still been thinking about just like jerking off in some underwear and stuff to some people want some underwear.
Girl.
He's like, well, you might as well do it now, because when you're at 50, you're going to be like, well, I should have done it when I was 40. I was like, see, that's a supportive husband.
All I'm saying.
I'm like, baby, we can go to Cinches on this jerk off money.
Finn said the same thing. Like I was telling y'all earlier when he was asking about who my sugar daddy was. He was like, "Are you doing the OnlyFans? Are you doing some?" I'm not judging. I just want to do it too, so I can make some money. I'm like, girl, stop.
It's like you been didn't want to do it. Oh man, but That was a good question.
A
Scenario
really
A.
question.
Ding, 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 ding. You're the winner, baby.
Absolutely.
You're a winner.
Absolutely. But you know what? I'm still here for
Scenario 2 still fucked up.
I would have liked for scenario B to have also live streamed the playing of the video just on loop for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. I think that would have been pretty dope too.
Yeah, that's why.
See, this is how it would have had to do. I would have had to get like a poster board of the X and put it in somewhere in the scene. So while the sex scene is happening, there's a poster board of the X right there behind of them. That's how.
That is a much more Capricornian kind of way of appreciating that situation. Yes.
I don't know if
I'm gonna take this and take it one step further. That's Capricorn.
I don't think I would ever do something like this, even when I was younger. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to kind of think of like a young Jarrell. A, we just talked about Capricorns for the last 20 minutes.
Right.
And then B, we already know your energy, even if we didn't know your astrology sign.
I was saying I already have. That's why I was raising my hand. I
I'm not
already
gonna
have.
lie, Corell.
He said,
that was a bar.
Done that.
That was a bar.
What's that?
We already we don't need. God,
we already do your energy without knowing your astrology sign.
Yes, that right there. Add that to Labuticus because, honey, that is gold. Usually, I come up with some good nuggets every once in a while, but that we gotta add that one to the list. That was beautiful.
Labuticus, there we go.
Yes, we know that energy because we understand your astrology. That shit right there.
We didn't need to know your astrology sign because we know that energy.
Honey.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I have that in me. I don't know if I would want to give that person that much credit for hurting me, if that makes sense. But like, okay, like for me to go that low means, damn, I was hurt. You ain't about to get that energy.
It's not about.
I would find other ways.
That was a very
like I would probably just be like popping up super successful still without your ass. That's how I get.
So as the person who has already done this. It's less about letting them know that you hurt them or they hurt you, but more so about hurting them.
Not Superhead over here getting ready to sell her book.
That's Superhead. I'm so done. Not Superhead. Now that's a reference that Gen Z might not get. You had to have been around. Oh, time to be alive,
honey. We might have to pop one of them images in there, like we did last week with the Monique for Precious.
And literally, that picture of her and that big black dude.
That's
right. Come my head.
Baby, there are 25% of our listeners right now that have absolutely they are looking up what the fuck is Superhead right now.
What the fuck? And that's a fucked up scenario to have this girl's name. We don't even know her real name.
Right.
And decades later, we still call this girl Superhead. Now that's fucked up. Actually, I do know her name, Corinne, but
right.
But half of people don't even know her damn name. But you said so it's more about hurting them
when you did this a couple of times in your past.
Just two, so you write a couple.
Oh, I knew.
A few.
Yep, definitely. That's what I said. Emphasis on a couple. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe when I was a little younger, maybe I would have thought more about it. Especially not now. Nah, I ain't got time to be doing all that.
I'm a Leo.
No.
I'm an exit stage left.
Yeah.
Okay. I understand what this is. Bye.
Yeah. No, my moon
blocked on everything.
See, but the thing is, my moon is Gemini, so I can flip real quick, a little bit, very much like a Gemini, especially my 20s. Now I'm very much Destiny.
Let Landon hear that.
Now Destiny. That's why. Why you think we bicker back and forth the way we do?
That part.
That is the reason why,
honey. That is
the reason
most
why.
cringy, uncomfortable, weird, delightful, wonderful, exuberant experience ever to watch. When we were all together in New York for that brunch and y'all just going back and forth all the damn time for no goddamn reason.
No damn reason.
Like, it is just...
it's
just
go. I'm like, I got time. Well, but Community, that was a good start up to 2024. Yeah. We like those questions.
I would like to know what the community thinks, though. A or B.
Yeah,
we need to pop up a poll and get the results on that.
Community, what was the most effed up scenario? And hopefully this fits into a clip because that was a long ass read. Yeah. So hopefully the minute 30 seconds got that Ask Your Aunties question in there so y'all could comment.
It's gonna be that chipmunk voice.
Again. Right, it really will. But continue to send your question to Ask Your Auntie. Oh, and I didn't even look up the number. So aya@minorityReport.com or DM us. And the hotline is like something like 188 MT line or something. I forget. I'll have it by next week. I'll know it by next week. But continue to send those Ask Your Aunties questions in. We need more. We need fresh new ones. We're getting down to the bottom of the barrel of all these questions. So this one came in right over the holidays, and I was like, ooh, this might be the right one to start the year off with. So if you haven't heard yours, it's coming up. But we just need some more. Mm-hmm. So please do something. Thank you.
It is a whole new year, and you got a whole lot of sass that's coming the way. So we're excited for your Ask Your Auntie questions. Bring them on. True. It don't have to be about relationships. It can be about anything, but just bring them on.
Yeah. And before we get to this last piece, too, if you didn't catch the very end of our episode last week, we told you that we're doing all the drag race commentary on our YouTube right now. Mm-hmm. So it won't be in the actual podcast episodes. But if you're like, ain't it drag race season? Don't y'all normally talk about drag race? Yeah, we're doing it. Extra content for you on YouTube. So go over there, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Leave some comments on that and let us know. And so, again, we'll be doing episode 3 by the time our podcast episode will be out. So that'll be out there. And we'll already be thinking about episode 4 by that time, too. So, yeah. So, go check out us on YouTube talking about Drag Race and giving our recap and reactions to the latest episodes.
Duane, who booty hole were you thinking about, girl? Because your tongue said across your lip.
I dropped it in the chat.
Oh, did you?
Oh, Jesus. I don't miss it. Hold on. Can't we say it out loud?
From what I understand, there is a community bulletin board that we need to be talking about.
Yes,
so,
there is a community bulletin
I just want to make sure because
Yep.
I just want to make sure that this gets its airtime.
Yeah, I'll do it before the last one. Yeah.
Y'all, the Serbian brown liquor has entered the chat. I just want y'all to know this right now. The Serbian liquor has entered the chat.
That part. Oh, Lord. It is the right time to ask this, too. Then it says, did we ever get a full story on why Auntie Shar despises Ciara?
I feel like,
and I said, I honestly don't even
think so. I feel like she just woke up and be like, I can't stand that hoe.
And I remember when it first started because, I remember the episode because I was in Florida when I filmed it, and we're talking about some new Ciara song, and then ever since then, him and Ciara been at odds. So why do you despise Ciara so badly, DeJuan?
I don't give a damn about Ciara.
So she said, I don't even despise her. I just don't give a damn.
He said, I don't even think about it.
I really don't.
She said,
honestly, it's so funny because this week alone, I've had so many people reach out to me with Ciara stuff. And I don't give a damn. I really don't.
Y'all, community, I was one of them. I sent this picture in the group chat, and I said, and all I said was, all I see is hits, because it was just all pictures of a bunch of Ciara albums and stuff, and I said, all I see is hits. And she said, wait.
He said, when was the last one she had one, or something like that?
Yeah, what was the last one?
He said, what year, or something like that. And I said 2023. That's how Rogue turned into a decent little hit for her.
And her response was, lovely.
Did say that.
Wait. DeWad, I'm not playing with you, bitch. Now I see why you said you licked your lips like that. Karel, open your goddamn phone. I told you she wasn't licking her lips, bitch.
Send dang-a-lang in the chat. Singing dang-a-lang in the chat. Singing dang-a-lang in the chat. Who's dang-a-lang that's out here?
I'm going to say this. If you send in to Ask Your Auntie this week, you get that picture.
If you send to Ask Your Auntie this week, you get
and
the
that's
picture.
the clip of the week, bitch. How you doing? Welcome and good night.
You want the picture. Yeah, you want the picture. That's all I got to say.
You want this picture.
You want that picture.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Wait, let me.
I literally saw you lick your lips. The way you were licking your lips, girl, you were just.
It's like, that ain't for no Ciara in the chat over here.
Because I went on the chat over here and I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then I went in the chat and I was like, and let me tell you, it didn't even have the little mystery, the frost
right?
Boom.
No,
He said, "Just
we ain't in the office now."
She said they at home.
He said we are off hours.
He said they clocked out. They good.
That is beautiful.
You on your Twitter out here? Just
that is
the
beautiful.
episode, looking at dick pics on the episode. Okay,
yeah,
I'm not mad at it. Not mad at all.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it either. But back to the question at hand. Why
do you despise Ciara?
I don't. And let me be clear. I guess this dispels a little bit of the mystery and kind of the conversation or whatever. But, since y'all want to be all up in the business, I don't really give a damn about Ciara. She got a whole ass life. She got a whole ass husband and some babies, and she's beautiful, and she can move, and she's had an amazing career. Why she's putting out new music, I don't know.
Well, you said,
but
you heard that she had an amazing career.
I did not stutter. I mean, Ciara, Nicole Scherzinger. They
are two different people.
Swim lane.
Two
yes,
different
they are.
People.
Ciara
had a bigger career than Nicole.
Uh-huh.
At least solo stuff. I mean, Pussycat Dolls were like one of the biggest girl groups out there, but Nicole solo and Ciara solo.
I have never,
Nicole.
And to be clear, I have never said that Ciara is not talented, that she has not had an amazing contribution to the entertainment world and the music world and all. Like, I have not denied her contributions. Yes.
Well, like, her contributions up to a point in time is your point.
Up to the point where she got engaged. Wonderful.
Oh, so it's Russell's fault.
No.
So you really despise Russell. That's what
he did it.
I really don't give two damns about him, to be honest with you. I really don't.
She said, "Fuck
the whole thing came family. About truly.
The whole family.
Y'all heard what I said about last week about her daughter too.
No, we're gonna kick kids out of it.
Look, what the kids got to do? Look,
we're gonna keep all that out. It ain't did nothing.
Okay,
but I'm saving you, boo, right now.
Okay. Long story short is I really don't hate Ciara. I really don't discredit her, like her music contributions.
And there you have it, community. Community bulletin board answer. That's as close of an answer we're gonna get. But it was interesting though. The community spoke and they said they think Ciara could do a Super Bowl. It was 84. I think it was 84% to 16%. So, and it was so funny. Dewan, hold on, Dewan. We put that question up, and he was the first one to vote, and it said 100% no. And I looked to see who voted. It was Dewan. I'm like, this bitch. And then he put it on his thing as gospel.
That shit was funny as hell. I
knew it had to be him.
I was messaging with Chris. He lives over in Jersey, and Chris.
Yes.
And I was messaging him, and he was just like, "Yeah, they trying to clown me out here. They trying to tell me that all the community is just like being all hyped or whatever. But they saw my post when there was 100%, 100% that there's nobody really talking about her. I knew it was only me."
Uh-huh. He put up as gospel.
I come with these receipts. Come up here with these receipts.
Uh-huh. So anyway, community.
But wait a minute.
Thank you for that community bulletin
Roll that
board,
back,
and
though.
continue to send those too. And go ahead.
Roll that back though. Do you think that Ciara could hold by herself a Super Bowl halftime?
Yes, but like nobody just does it by themselves anymore.
Well,
so like she
the
would
question
probably
of
bring
it
like a
is
Luda
by
out in a
herself.
Missy. Yeah, she got enough bops. I think she got enough bops. All she got to end with is she'll probably end with 1-2 step. She would probably
level up.
Start with. Ooh, what would she start with? Maybe like Lose Control. Would be like, well, my name is Ciara. Like that would be a nice little song to start with. Throw a little Body Party in there. Yeah. Love and Sex and Magic in there. Throw a little Ride in there. Because people love that little Bow Wow song. What other one would she put in there? What's the one with the
trying
pole?
To picture
the microphone stand.
I know which one you're talking about. Yes. Damn.
She would throw that in there.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to picture what that would look like. Because it's one thing.
Oh, she'd be dancing her ass off.
She, by herself.
Well, she would have like
okay. Now you be because ain't nobody ever on that stage by themselves. Ain't nobody on that stage. So now that's
what
But no one is like that. So why would I ever imagine Ciara?
Why would Ciara have to be by herself?
I'm not saying she would have to. I'm just trying to figure out what that would look like.
So put some more people on the stage, and that will help you get there. Because ain't nobody on the stage by themselves.
I guess
everybody gonna have some backup dancers.
Right?
Would I tune in for that? Probably not.
Well, you don't tune into a lot.
This is true.
So that's not just specific to Ciara.
Right.
Like he ain't even gonna tune into Usher. He gonna catch Usher like 2 days later.
Honey.
No, it'll be on DVRs the next day probably.
I won't. No, I probably won't watch, and then I'll be like, "Oh yeah, that happened. That sounds amazing."
She gonna be faking it on Tuesday, the following Tuesday. Oh, it was so good, y'all.
It was so good. You did a good job. Beautiful gowns. But community, hopefully that answered your question for this particular one. I'm sure we'll still have some funny moments about Ciara because I mean she stay out here coming out with
she
stuff
gives us so much
content.
content.
She's looking gorgeous though. Like I mean she be out here with the fashion and everything. So anyway, we're gonna move on. We're gonna leave Ciara alone.
Yeah.
I'm team CC. So even though I couldn't name all them damn albums,
I would love to have Auntie CC on the podcast. I think we would get on famously.
I think you guys actually kind of would.
I think we would. I'm not gonna lie. I think we actually would. It wouldn't change my opinions, by the way.
So he'd be like, "I said what I said. Yeah, I said it. You want some wine?"
And I say about that shit. What you want? You want some Albanian plum liquor?
Right. Lord. So we're gonna end on this one. It's a note that like some might say, "Oh, it's a bad note," but no, it's telling you to get your ass out there to vote. There's so many new anti-LGBT QIA plus bills out there already. 300 plus already in 2024.
Yeah, as this come out, 29 days into fucking year.
Literally.
Yeah. And
the most extreme one right now is out in Utah where they're putting a ban on the new age bathroom bill. So that one never dies, it seems like. And it's passed through the Utah House as we speak. And hold on, let me just read it because it's crazy.
Can we just acknowledge that this is coming from the state where they got all them goddamn Mormons and they got 11 million wives? Like y'all don't ban polygamy, but this is the kind of shit that you'd be like, this is against the line.
And it's House
y'all
Bill
ain't even got no goddamn drag queens in Utah. Or
it's House Bill 257, and it's preventing transgender people from using gender-specific bathrooms or locker rooms that don't align with their sex at birth unless they have undergone gender-related surgery, which they were already making it hard to do, and legally change the sex on their birth certificate. It also narrowly defines both male and female in state code to exclude transgender people. So this bill applies to all taxpayer-funded buildings, including schools, prisons, city and county buildings, and temporary shelters for survivors of domestic violence and or sexual assault. So again, 2024 is an election year. We preach it a lot, but we're just keeping this on everyone's radar because it's easy to just get wrapped up in your life, and I get it like that. And sometimes it's just easier to maybe be like, I just don't want to hear about it. This is not the year to not hear about it. You got to hear about this stuff and rally your friends and your allies and everyone and tell folks and educate folks on why this is so destructive to folks that look and sound like us in our community.
Absolutely.
So please be aware. I mean, 300 bills already in this 23. They ain't got shit else to do. Yeah. Like, we got to balance the budgets. We got to do all this stuff. We got potholes. We got, like, there's so much other stuff that they could be putting this energy towards that would actually help our country and our communities, and they're not. Yeah. So that's why it's so important to get out there and vote. And then if you're interested to get into politics, let us know. We could connect you to folks that can really help you go that route. So please stay aware. Stay up to speed to what's going on. I know it gets tiring, but now it's not the time to disregard what's going on.
And it takes seconds just to share, y'all. It takes seconds just to share. When you are seeing these headlines, especially on, credible, like actual Instagram accounts and Facebook accounts, it takes seconds to share. You don't always have to put a whole story, a caption to it. Just literally just share and put it out there. Because the truth is, we all know somebody who needs to be seeing this. I personally share all the time because I just know that I have people, family, and the Black community who don't see a lot of this queer type of information that needs to be to them, that they need to be seeing this. And guess what? Yeah, they might tap and move on, but at least I know that I am pushing stuff to them that otherwise other people who are in their lives won't be doing. Okay? So this is the year and the time right now to start doing it. We do not have time to sit back and wait until it's time to vote. Start changing the minds now. Like they say, prepare to be sick of me. Prepare to be sick of me.
Sick of me.
Okay? I am here and I am queer and we're going to be staying here. So guess what? Buckle up, bitch.
And guess what? I'm going to use the bathroom where the fuck I want to use the bathroom because I just simply got to poop and pee. Damn.
Keep playing with me, bitch. I'll pee on you. I'll piss on you. Drip, drip, drip.
They
drip,
like
drip, drip, bitch. Keep going if you want to.
Seriously. I want to piss on you. So please be aware and we'll obviously continue to
I ain't to water sports, by the way. I just want y'all to know that was a joke. I believe that's a Dave Chappelle reference from before.
It is.
So for those of you who didn't know, okay? I ain't really gonna pee on you.
It's really an R. Kelly reference.
But I thought it was a Dave Chappelle and reference to that.
The man,
thank you.
The man who should not be named.
The man who should not be named. So check it through.
But so we'll continue to highlight some of these bills, obviously, and we'll highlight the good as well, because there's a lot of good that's in our community. But this year is the year that we really need to show up and show out again. So.
I would just reinforce that there are a lot of distractions that are being thrown our way to keep our eyes off of the ball, and the ball is, for those of you that are like, well, what ball are you talking about? The ball of it is number one, the presidential election, and number two, your legislative responsibility in your own communities, because that's where it matters the absolute most. And the minute that we take our foot off the gas in our own communities is the minute that they start getting inroads, and it becomes increasingly difficult for us to be able to make any kind of significant change for progress.
Yes.
So please keep your foot on the gas, keep the conversation going, keep being annoying, aggravating, irritating, all of that, because it's absolutely worth it.
I agree. And DeSantis is out, which only means we still left with old boy and old girl.
Who's really happy about DeSantis being out of the presidential race?
Who's that?
His ankles.
Anything else on your hearts and minds? Because that liquor starting to kick in.
Girl, it's Ann.
Stay online, though.
Well, community, check us out on YouTube for the Drag Race commentary. And until next week, wash your hands, wash your legs, wash your ass. We'll see you then.
Bye,
y'all. Bye.